Hello, Ghosties. This is Pheno, and today we're back with some more Duelyst. And I'm very excited to be back, and I was like, I really want to play a mech deck today. So I sat down, I went to play a mech deck, and I was like, ugh. We didn't get the right guy. We did not get Lionar to play the mech deck. So I was like, well, I still want to play a mech deck, and I feel like that's what I want to do today. So what I did was I actually went through and I made up my own little mech deck that I'm really excited to play today. I'm finally to the point where I think I can start tossing together decks that, granted, they are mech decks, so they build half of themselves for me. But I think that this is going to be a fun deck. So what I did was, I crafted a second silver. And so we're going to go for a stun mech deck, if you didn't gather that from the name up here. So we're running Ilina Cryobite. To get the stun, we've got Flash Freeze, which is deal 1 damage to a minion and stun it. We also have the Helm of Mechazar, Chromatic Cold, Frigid Corona, Gravity Well for some nice provoke, Metal Tooth, Shatter for the very 2 kill. It's a 3-cost kill with our Bloodbound. Wings, 3 Cannon, Sword. I got 3 Echo Deliverant. Whenever you summon a mech, summon a copy of it nearby, I feel like he's going to be really powerful, especially if we can get Project Q out with him on the board. Followed by Silver, and then just for some crazy fun, I've got Flawless Reflection in the deck to maybe cluster a bunch of minions around maybe a Mechazar or a Silver or a Project Upside Down Horseshoe and see what we can make happen with that, because I think it's just going to be fun. And I'm to the point now where I can take a gimmick and I think I can make it work. So we're gonna play with it and see what we can make happen while we sit in ladder gold. Oh, it feels good to be in gold, doesn't it? Sit down and just see the gold. And to sit down and see this over here makes me incredibly happy. This is actually not that bad of a starting hand. Don't need either of those cards. It's probably better off keeping what we actually had. Let's replace the Flawless Reflection. And then snag up that. And then we're gonna be that guy. Which allows us to lock down full control of the middle of the board. We're going to be able to go into next turn. We're also already sitting at 40% on our Mechazar. We're going to replace Echo Deliverant next turn. I just don't think he's going to be useful currently. Backlash. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, this minion gets stronger. That's fine. Not going to be dropping a whole lot of spells up in here right now. Drop him over here. I'm not going to attack with my minion. I am worried about his deal 2 damage to every minion. I'm not sure what it's called off the top of my head. It's very likely we see that. That's fine. Doesn't really concern me. We've got 2 wonderful mechs to run into that this turn. Hello. Hello. Alright, stun a nearby minion. So we're gonna keep playing as aggressively as possible. That's not enough. We don't have enough mana going into next turn to make that viable. But the good news is we've blocked his general off from being able to move. So he's not going to be able to get his conscript to work. All right, so let's replace one of these guys. And then do that. Wait a second, what's he doing? Oh, it's Mechazar. I get to drop Mechazar. My count was off. I didn't think I was ready for Mechazar. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about the provoke. Let's just end our turn. He's stunned. He's not a problem. Oh, you bastard. I knew that was coming. I should have seen that coming. Wouldn't have mattered. He had a Dispel in his hand as well. Let's stun him. And then we'll move him down here. Ah. Not where I want to be right now. Not where I want to be at all right now. We need immense card draw. He was able to clear Mechazar way quicker than I wanted him to be. Stun him. Alright, there we go. We got silver. The downside is I have, like, no, like, legitimate mechs currently on the board. Whenever this minion is attacked, it gains +2 attack. Oh, I knew there was a reason why I was standing there. He gave me an alternate attack, though, which is a little weird. It shouldn't count as an attack. Alright, so what do we do next turn? That is the current question. Silver is going to be able to help with the Metal Tooth. I actually think we replaced the Metal Tooth. That was good. No, let's not bother replacing the metal tooth. I don't want silver to go down yet. Let's just leave silver. Let's leave him. I don't... We got the ranged, so depending on what we end up with at the end of this turn, we can probably just start running away. Ugh. Alright, we're in rough shape now. So let's stun this. I cannot escape. But silver can. I think he has lethal anyway. Ah, oh, you bastard. You and your stun. You and your stun. All right, well played. I got better things to do here. I got content to make. I got games to win. So the silence just straight up shut down the mech deck. Corrected it fierce. It might be the stun. I'm gonna give her another shot, but I think we might have to switch generals. I really want to find a fun deck where she actually functions well, but so far I've yet to find that. But we might get to go back to my wonderful and adorable Faye. There you are. How's it going? Not an awful hand. Yeah, let's just hold on to it. It's not a bad hand. I was really hoping to have some, like, fun, like, mech deck combinations that I actually made that work. The amount of stun that other guy was running, though, was crazy. Alright, so we're playing against Arcanist. That's fine. We've been here before. We've played against Arcanists. They're nothing new for us. Let's replace Shatter. They actually are something new for us. I don't think I've played that many Arcanist decks. Like, against. Oh, he's cool looking. Put a copy of your Bloodbound spell into your action bar. Interesting. So we're against Faye. It's not a bad little card. Well, let's Replace this, see if we can get a creature. Wonderful. Wreck him. Gravity Well. So we're certainly against some iteration. But I'm not certainly sure really what type. Let's replace that. Drop him. So the one thing that this deck is definitely lacking in is some form of card draw. We have the chromatic, not the chromatic, but the Chrono Cold. What is it? Yeah, Frigid Corona. We've got Frigid Corona, which gives us a card, but we're severely lacking in any form of meaningful removal. We messed that up slightly. He's going to be big for us next turn. Especially since we're not... I don't think we're on Mechazar yet. Oh, that was mean. It doesn't matter. I already got what I wanted, so that's fine. And now you're provoked, so... that's fine. There's the Owl Beast. Obviously, the Owl is the card that does need to go. Ah, we need the Mechazar card. I mean, we have the card draw, stun an enemy, so we can stun something and get free card draw without needing to replace it. We also now have lethal on the Conjurer from a distance that we don't even have to worry about. That works as well. Still kind of sucks. Well, that's a nice cuddly threat. Oh, we should have dropped him up there. Oh, okay, he doesn't even need to be near him. Wonderful. Why did he double, though? Why does he have so much? He's way more powerful than that one. Sure. Probably a good choice. I still have lethal with this one, though. What? Oh my god, you are the luckiest guy in the world right now. Well, that's useless. For me right now, anyway. No idea if that was the right play there, but next turn we can theoretically drop him and get like 4 of them? Question mark? 3 of them? You are so pissing me off right now. Now what? So he's got 3, 5. He's got a lot of damage. There's the gravity wells. And there's the lethal. Oh. I'm not feeling the general at all, to be perfectly honest. I like the deck. I think the deck is a lot of fun to play. But I'm not feeling the general. Let's honestly, I was expecting to have far better success with her. Across the board, I was expecting to have much better success. Flash Freeze, useless. Chromatic Cold's good. Frigid Corona's good. Shatter is no longer helpful. So let's instead see what else we can pull. Aspect of Shimzar for some control. And then let's grab Mana Death Grip. No, we need... Let's get rid of Aspect. We have Silence. We don't need Aspect, frankly. What we need is card draw. And we have card draw. Spelljammer. There we go. Not really sure why I needed the extra L for that to come through, but... So that's all set. And then... What else? We have space for one more card. I feel like... Let's go with the nuke. Deal 3 damage to everything. It definitely hurt us last game. Let's see if we can make it work. Let's get back on in there with our mech deck. See what we can make happen. Because that was embarrassing. 2 losses. Like, not exactly how I want to kick off the week. However, while you guys are watching this, I'm probably playing Monster Hunter right now. So, yeah. Joey Feats. What? Joey Feats. If that's a reference, I'm sorry, I don't get it. We're on the good side. Let's replace this and this. That is pretty nice. We can move forward, tag this, and drop him behind us. It's actually like a phenomenal opening hand. Especially going, I mean, we run the risk of, oh, we're playing against a mech deck ourselves. Maybe. We'll see what he does. We have the ranged. I'm going to say that was the wrong play. He got greedy. But he loses most of his value with that card now. He is. He's playing a mech deck. Interesting. All right. Wow, he is all about those Wraithlings. That he is. All right, so that's our like wonderful next turn play. However, I'm pretty screwed right now. All things considered. Not wonderful at all. Now's when I really needed the Chromatic Cold that I do not have in my hand. That was expected. I didn't think these little Zerg decks were, like, viable, but it does seem like, for whatever reason, this is a thing that has now been thrown at us 2 mech decks in a row. We had an issue last week with a similar Zerg deck. I don't have any form of contention. That's a huge bummer. That is an incredible bummer. We were unable to mitigate this card early on, and it's not cool. It's really not cool. Let's do it again. See, it might just be this deck is flawed in a lot of ways. I'm not thrilled that it's flawed. I was proud of my deck. I was happy with it. Thought it was good. It's not. I really did. I really thought that we might have had something really fun here. I mean, it's a fun deck. I mean, I feel like saying it's not fun is the wrong impression. It's certainly a fun deck. I'm going to hold on to that. We had far more success with our Lionar mech deck than our Venar mech deck, which is surprising because I'd started to think that I was fairly good at playing Venar, and apparently I am not. If you guys do have any tips or tricks or recommendations for things that I could potentially do differently for this deck, please let me know down in the comment box below. I'm sure that there is quite a bit that I'm either doing incorrectly or wrong, or I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that. It's just me, or is he being rather timid? He's not a very aggressive player. But honestly, what do I know? I know that these don't get to stick around on my watch. It's way too early to play him, so he doesn't benefit us right now. He put his general directly above his item, which you definitely don't do with Fae. You keep your general out of similar columns. Took me a long time to get that, but I now know. Oh, there's packs. Give me that mana. That probably wasn't needed, but what the hell? Why not, right? He has to move his general. Does he realize he just killed that? He realizes that one was working for him, right? Like, am I missing something? I'm confused. I don't know. I know we're not going to let that hang around. And I know that we're just going to not let that hang around. And then we're going to move our general over here. And then we're going to stun him to grab a card. And then drop him. And him. And then ping him. Then end our turn. We've got the Echo Deliverant down, or available for play. And we've also got Project Upside Down Horseshoe. We're in a pretty good spot. I'm not sure what cards, to be perfectly honest, that Vitruvian has for board clear. Like, I'm still not fully sure why he did what he did earlier. It still confuses me. And why he keeps forgetting that I just have this dude sitting down here with ranged also continues to boggle the mind. Double Mechazar. I'd love. Woo! We did it. Oh, that was pretty good. I needed that. I needed to know that it could work before we got completely thrashed. There we go. Quests. First win of the day. That is depressing to get the first win of the day when we are like wrapping up. That is incredibly harsh. It's very harsh. But that is where we're going to wrap up this video. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Duelyst, please feel free to give it a like, give it a share. I know it was rocky. We didn't do very well at the beginning, but it's what's going to happen. Trial and error with new decks. We're going to keep playing around with different combinations of mech decks here on the channel off and on. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Wednesday's video yet. We might try a Vitruvian deck, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So, but yeah, thank you all very much for your continued support here on the channel. And yeah, as always, till the next video.